I never thought I would say this, but I think Chanel might be one of my favorite bridal designers. Hi friends, my name is Kennedy. I'm a bridal stylist in LA, and this is my page where we talk about all things bridal. And today, I really want to talk about how Chanel has been on a roll with their wedding dresses. I started really to take notice of Chanel's modern bridal with Grace Morton's 2023 wedding. I think about her ceremony look once a week. For her rehearsal dinner, she wore this amazing vintage pink two-piece gown from Chanel circa 1999. But we've all known that vintage Chanel is close to unbeatable. And then I saw her ceremony dress and I was stunned. I thought that this was also a vintage dress, but it was actually a custom dress that was based off of a vintage design. First off, the shape is amazing. This corset is fitted to death. I also love the seams running horizontally across the skirt. It makes the dress feel so layered and textured while still being really simple and easy to wear. And I am obsessed with the tufted polka dot details that take this from classic and elegant to really fun and modern. I can't say this about their ready-to-wear, but when it comes to their bridal, Chanel does not forget the details, so let's get a little bit closer to the dress. I love the vertical lines on the corset and the way that they use the tufted details to outline her arms and her waistline. And the unfinished tulle running along the bust line, and you can't see it in this picture, but it's also along the skirt, are just such beautiful touches. I am a veil stickler. I think a veil can either complete the look, ruin the look, or really elevate it. And I love that Chanel's kind of on the same vibe because they made this custom veil to match the detailing on the dress. Look at how this dress moves and photographs. It's everything. Now, one dress does not an iconic house make, but not even a month later, Vogue dropped the iconic, the famous Sophia Richie Grange wedding article. And just like that, boom, 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 we got 3 more iconic Chanel bridal pieces. We have classy and elegant for the rehearsal, chic, sleek, and classic for the wedding, and fun and sexy for the after party. But that's not all, folks. What really sealed the deal for me was Phoebe Tonkin's custom Chanel wedding dress. I will do another video on all of Phoebe Tonkin's looks because her wedding wardrobe was the stuff of dreams. But we're here to talk about Chanel, so we're gonna focus on the ceremony look. With Grace, Sophia, then Sophie, Chanel really showed that they can do it all. With Grace, we got fun, even a little funky bridal. With Sophie, we got really classic bridal. And Phoebe showed that they know how to do vintage, soft, romantic bridal. It's rare for one fashion house to have such a command of so many different bridal styles while also having a backlog of amazing vintage bridal pieces. Like this gorgeous vintage Chanel suit that this bride sourced for their civil ceremony, or this custom vintage reworked Chanel piece that this other bride wore. Chanel does a great job of staying true to their brand identity while still making all of their dresses feel really unique to the bride that they're dressing. Now, Chanel is no stranger to bridal. In fact, at one point, Karl Lagerfeld and bride were sort of synonymous. Lagerfeld routinely created some of the most iconic bridal looks of all time, continuously pushing the envelope in fashion and bridal. His bridal looks were different.